right, Duke, now I think we're moving on to our stand-up paddle boards. This is what is considered an all-arounder. Why don't you explain to the people watching our video what an all-around stand-up paddle board features are and what it's all about?
An all-around board, it's designed to be just that. It's the one board you can use for just about everything. So this is the SurfTech Universal. Some of the features to look for in an all-around board is they're going to have a little bit of a rounder nose, so a little bit more width in the nose, a little more width in the tail, a little more width throughout, which is going to, and more thickness throughout the board. And what that does is it just gives the board a little bit more volume. So whether if you're a beginner, it's got the stability that you need to be successful out on the water and have a good time. If you're into sports, great for those who want to do paddle for fitness. For those who yoga, stand-up yoga is becoming really popular. This is the go-to board for stand-up yoga. If you want to go for a recreational paddle, put your dog or your kid on the nose of the board. You want to put some food up there in the cooler and go for a little paddle. It's great for that. The great thing too about these boards is they're also good for surfing. So you're gonna have, so it's got thickness throughout the board. The rails are really full, contrary to a performance surfboard where the rails are more tapered. And then the edges on these boards, they're fairly soft up front, but they do get pretty hard in the back, and that just really aids for that stability.
Tell me about the deck of the board here as far as this material that goes from the front to the back.
The deck of the Universal boards is completely covered in traction, which is great. So like I said, if you're doing yoga, you're all over this board. I mean, there is no nose and tail when you're doing yoga. If you want to paddle again with your dog or your kid, there's nice traction up front for them to be comfortable. And it's nice and soft. If you're going for a bit of a long paddle, it's very comfortable for you.
So what are the general lengths that you can get this type of board in?
Yeah, they start about, the smaller ones are probably about 9'6", and then they go all the way up to, ours go up to 12 feet on this board. So, you can be a really large paddler and be successful on this. You can also be, there's those of us that don't have good balance. And that's why we haven't been out on the ocean or out on the lake. And that's what's great about these too. You can get a smaller person who doesn't have good balance, they can get on an 11'6" Universal or 12-foot Universal and can be completely successful, have a blast, and that's why we're here. The rocker on an all-around board is a pretty basic rocker. The rocker is the bottom curve on the board. And so the all-around boards have, they're flat, fairly flat in the middle in the standing area, which is where you got your stability when you're just cruising around. They do have some curve up front to allow for the board, if you are surfing it, that it doesn't catch up front, you don't curl. We also have some curve off the back, little tail rocker, so the board's a little bit more performance oriented. And then the all-around boards also have a 3-fin setup, so you can go with the single fin for good tracking. You can add the side fins, and you'll use those if you're going to surf primarily. So it's good to have a lot of options.
This is one of the better boards that you'll see more often than not of what people are out there paddling around on. So an excellent all-around board to be able to put in your quiver of stuff.
Everyone should have one.